The same thing can happen today, beloved. Distractions weaken the soul. Distractions cause us to regress spiritually. And again, the distractions may be of various sorts. Sometimes there's distractions within the family, and there are natural things going on, but we're elevating those matters to a place in which they are, instead of driving us to the Lord, are causing us to be distracted away from the Lord. We become overwhelmed. We become even discouraged. Our faith begins to weaken and we aren't really calling on God. In fact, there is a little question in our minds about whether the Lord still loves us. The same may be true of other trials that come, the weakness of body, economic challenges as well. Again, these are distractions. We are frail. And at times these events and experiences can cause us to so focus our gaze that we are no longer being strengthened by the Spirit in the inner man. The same can happen even with regard to the news. And all that even has transpired in the past week, every time there's some big news event, I come and I start thinking and praying for the congregation. And in light of what's going on, I'm saying, where are the people? Where are their minds? Are they so distracted that they begin to lament to such a degree that they become discouraged in their walk with God? You know, when you see the news and all the headlines and how they constantly, not just in the past week, constantly they talk about problems that neither you nor I can solve. And they just elevate these events both nationally and internationally that really we can do nothing about. And yet they are the constant focus. I was pondering that this week. I was pondering the fact that if I was to raise my children and constantly put before them the things that were irrelevant to them, the things they couldn't affect change in, if I was constantly to put before them things where they couldn't in any meaningful way contribute or do anything, they would begin to imagine themselves to be impotent in this world. Why am I even here? What can I do? What change can I have in the world? And they become discouraged. And I half wonder if that isn't part of the ploy in keeping our minds focused on things we can't affect change in. That we become an impotent citizenry and we can't really understand what our purpose is. We can just cry and lament and not do anything about it. And we're all ignorant about what's happening next door, maybe even ignoring the things happening within our family, and so caught up with these distractions on a national and international level. Beloved, Don't lose sight. Don't lose sight. Keep your eye on the main thing. Keep your eye focused on the one who reigns. Keep your eye focused upon the one who cannot in any way be deviated from his purposes, whose election as the very chosen of God is sure and certain, and the one who rules and reigns in the power of an endless life. That's where we keep our gaze.